Hi, my name is Jay Grams. My family has owned the Volo Auto Museum since 1960. We have a few hundred of the most exciting collector cars, and they're all for sale in one location. I personally have handpicked them from around the country. Welcome to my sales shop. Come on, let's go for a spin. We got a pretty bad 1977 Ford F100 right here. It's got a built 351 Cleveland big block. It's got lowered suspension, custom body modifications, a slick paint job. It's got some cool stuff going for it, and it's a pretty affordable truck. You can go to volocars.com. You'll find a price tag on every one of the vehicles, along with a monthly finance option as well. And you'll also find all the pictures top to bottom and a description of the vehicles. That's at volocars.com. Hope you enjoy these videos. If you do, subscribe, and then if you click on that bell icon, you'll be notified when the new ones are posted. But for right now, join me. Let's go for a spin. Yeah, it's a pretty hot looking truck. The stance, the wheels, the colors. If you notice, it has some nice airbrush flames going down the side of it. Underneath the truck, it's rock solid. It's been cleaned and prepped, and has a nice thin coating of some like rubberized undercoat on the floors. The front end looks like it was gone through. I can see several parts that look like they've been replaced. The lowered suspension includes lowering springs front and back. They're coil springs in front, leaf springs in back. The H-beam up front is a custom lowered unit. The rear axle has been flipped, so the springs are reversed. Instead of being on the bottom, they're on the top or something, but all of that is with the intention of getting this stance that it now has. Nice lowered stance. New shocks all around. Custom dual exhaust system with Flowmaster mufflers, and look where they've come out. Comes out on each side. The bottom of the box here is notched for the exhaust. You'll hear it at the end of the video. The fuel tank is new. It's an 18-gallon fuel tank with the fuel pump inside the tank. That makes it a little quieter. The bottom of the motor, you look up at the engine, it's fresh. I mean, the Ford blue paint on the engine is still spotless. It does have an anodized oil pan. It's a rebuilt heavy-duty C6 automatic transmission with a shift kit. Looks like they replaced the U-joints. It's a Ford 9-inch rear end. It has a support girdle on it. It just makes it that much stronger. And 342 posi gears. And I knew I was forgetting something underneath. The disc brakes has drilled and slotted disc brakes at all four wheels. Calipers are red, and it all looks like it's new. So that wraps up the underside. Now the body. Here's a minor detail, but a subtle detail, I should say. They removed the rain gutters for a nice smooth look. There's also a body line typically right here. It's been filled in. There's one little bubble here, and there's some bubbles on the other side on the body line. That's the only issues I've seen with the body, but let's look at it some more. The rear bumper is removed. It has this nice custom roll pan, and all of this is mint, absolutely straight, no rust, no damage, no issues. It's straight looking on the side. I mean, like really straight. It has a custom gas cap here. I would think it was still a big square fuel door you would have opened, so that's custom. And this is all clean, straight, no issues, no rust. Yeah, right here is a little line of bubbles if you look for them, right where they filled in that seam. But everything else, all the body work and custom work is excellent. No rust, no damage. That door fits real nice. There's no rust bubbles anywhere. It obviously has this custom louvered hood, and it actually does let fresh air out of the engine compartment. It is open. The front bumper has been made smooth. There's no bumper bolts showing. It's painted the color of the truck. A lot of the trim is blacked out. It's got these cool custom LED headlights as well. Smoked marker lights. The glass is good original glass. There are some wiper marks, so it is original glass, but it looks like all the rubber gaskets and window seals and weather strips were replaced. So all the glass was out of the car when they painted it, it looks like the rear gasket's new as well. Obviously, we got a nice tonneau cover here to keep what's inside the truck, keep it dry. GFX wheels, they're 18s in front, 20s in the back. That also contributes to that cool stance. So I think that about sums up the outside. No, the paint. Paint is gorgeous. It's a 2020 GM paint, so you can get touch-up. It's on the other side. There's like 3 or 4 nicks on the bottom of the door that should be touched up, so you can get the color. It's a beautiful color. Red Quartz, I think they called it, but it's a nice metal flake paint. It is polished, wet sanded and polished smooth and slick. I apologize about these little minor bubbles here. Other than that, the body work, the paint work is really outstanding. And then if you would have told me it has airbrushed flames, I would have been like, but this is really cool. And the F100 is airbrushed, and right here it's airbrushed, and they did a really, really cool job. So now I think that wraps up the outside. Let's see what's got under the hood and what it looks like inside. So the box on this truck is very usable. Opens up with no problem. It's all solid metal. And it's sprayed, completely sprayed in this durable bed liner. So throw whatever you want to throw in there. And this up here is going to keep it dry and secure. It's called the True Port tonneau cover. So the inside metal's been sprayed black. The jambs are painted real slick. Door panels look like they're new. They're plastic. Door handles look like they're new. That's the way they came, plastic. So the dash pad is new. Other than that, the instrument panel is all original, but does have a tachometer. Has custom gauge cluster over here. They threw a new glove box liner. I can see sound deadener underneath the carpet here, so they did lay sound deadener on the floor, replace the carpet. They did do a little patch here next to the shifter. They must have got it wrong the first time they cut it. This is an automatic shifter. It's a B&M shifter on the floor. It's an automatic. It has a JVC stereo with Bluetooth. A nice Ford custom cushion grip steering wheel. Very nice seat. It's contoured. It's nice and firm, not worn out at all. It's from a 2002 truck, I believe they said. It has some red stitching. It has this nice armrest, so you got a 3-passenger or a 2-passenger. Sill plates are painted black, has retractable shoulder belts. You know, I talked about the stereo. I'm kind of looking for the speakers. I'm assuming they're behind the seat, unless it doesn't have any. Dome light works. Headliner looks good. Visors look good. Color's really pretty, isn't it? So it's a built 351 Cleveland big block. It's got a set of aluminum heads that are ported to match the high-rise aluminum intake. It's a Victor intake. It's got a new polished Edelbrock carburetor with electric choke. This is the choke right here. Dressed up with some nice Ford Racing valve covers. It's got a set of headers. Then the front of the motor is decked out. Chrome alternator. Set of billet pulleys and brackets. Chrome power steering. And we got a nice MSD ignition system here. Then over here, all new brake, power brake system. The lines, the master, the boosters, all new. New power steering lines. Now, to keep it cool, we got an aluminum water pump. going through an aluminum radiator with a big electric fan, and it does have an aluminum overflow bottle as well. The engine bay is nice, clean, straight metal, painted the same color as the car, but just like on new cars today, they don't put the clear coat on it, so it gives it that nice contrast. Cadmium plated bolts were used. Batteries bolted down and secured properly. Now the wiring, they did a good job with the wiring, but I think it should maybe be hidden a little better, or taped up, so you can maybe spend a weekend or an afternoon and maybe make the wiring look a little nicer. Nothing wrong with it, but it could look nicer. I think this is a real cool custom truck, and you don't have to spend a fortune. Go to volocars.com, talk to the salesman. They'll help answer your questions. They'll help get this delivered to your door. They'll help you finance it. I've got these really cool headlights. We're going to demonstrate them in the back out portion of the video. They got projector beams. They got the outside ring. But there you have it. Yeah, sharp looking truck. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click on the bell icon. That way you'll be the first to see the next one posted. Thanks for watching.